Who is the High Evolutionary? Here's a word for the novice nerd from the whysosidious podcast. Real name Herbert Wyndham grew up in England. He was a student at Oxford where he studied genetics. He developed an obsession with perfecting organic life and pushing species genetics into the next stage of their evolution. He really appreciated the work of Nathaniel Essex, aka Mr. Sinister, and studied his work closely. That's not the only connection he has to the mutant world. The High Evolutionary gave us groundbreaking information on Wanda and Pietro Maximoff, aka the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. These two were always thought to be mutants, but the whole time, in the comics, they were never mutants. They got their powers from experimentation done by the High Evolutionary after he abducted them when they were children. When he was done experimenting with Wanda and Pietro, he returned them to Earth with their parents and blamed mutation for their newfound powers. Beast even consulted the High Evolutionary after M-Day, when millions of mutants abruptly lost their powers thanks to the Scarlet Witch. Beast is smart enough to know who to go to with any questions regarding the genetics of a species, because if you're looking for DNA, High Evolutionary is the way. The High Evolutionary even studied with the father of Jessica Drew, aka Spider-Woman. Herbert and Jonathan opened a lab together to work on genetics, which led to Jonathan's daughter being exposed to radiation, giving Spider-Woman her powers. Herbert's love for experimenting led him off Earth and into space, where there are a larger variety of species to study. He develops a protective suit and even uses a genetically altered species he created as an army/workforce called the New Men. Most of the time he keeps to himself and his experiments instead of being the villain that wants to come and conquer Earth or to gain absolute control over the galaxy. Although one time he tried to hit Earth with an origin bomb to evolve every species on the planet, which was one of his few Avenger-level conflicts. He is willing to do unspeakable things in the name of science and improving genetics, but he's not pure evil. At times, he shows genuine compassion for living things. Once he captured the Silver Surfer, stole the Power Cosmic, stole Galactus' ship, which is usually used to drain life from planets, but the High Evolutionary actually pumps life into a near lifeless planet, allowing the planet's suffering species to thrive. Who knows if he would evolve an entire species just to increase his sample size of victims to experiment on? You don't always know if his motivations are good or bad when he's in action. Another fun fact about High Evolutionary is his direct involvement in the creation of Adam Warlock. He actually put the Soul Gem into Adam's head himself. He and Adam Warlock will both be introduced on the big screen in the MCU during the same movie in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And back in London during Herbert's youth, his first major experimentation was done on his pet rat. So there's another similarity to the MCU, as it appears he is the one who is responsible for the painful experimentation and creation of Rocket Raccoon, who some people call a rat. The High Evolutionary has so many ties to so many characters in the comics. As we've already mentioned, Mr. Sinister, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Spider-Woman, Galactus, Adam Warlock, and there are many more. The mystery of this character is what makes him special. You never know where he could pop up and what he could be getting involved with. The comics are full of extraordinary fictional species, and wherever there are unique species, it's very likely the High Evolutionary knows about them, has experimented on them, or will at some point experiment on them. He's a great character to provide the expository dialogue the audience needs to understand the unique complexities of certain characters, because as he studies them, we as the reader also have the opportunity to study them. Powers and abilities. The High Evolutionary packs a genius-level intelligence. He's the leading geneticist in the whole 616 universe, practically playing God with his manipulation over species and evolution. He wears an extremely advanced cybernetic exoskeleton that grants him super strength, ability to survive in space, extreme durability and healing, etc. He can manipulate matter, project energy blasts, and he even created weapons for his army of new men that have anti-magic properties that are effective against sorcerer-type characters. The list goes on. Just know he is extremely formidable in many ways. And in a lot of ways, his suit is similar to Kang's, because he personally doesn't have powers, but his genius and technology gives him powers. And again, overall, this introductory episode just scratches the surface of the High Evolutionary. There's a lot more to learn about the character and a lot more stories to mention, but for now, hopefully you feel ready and excited to experience this character on the big screen for the first time. Comic book recommendations: the 1980s Evolutionary War by Terry Shoemaker, Silver Surfer De-Evolution by Greg Pak, who wrote Planet Hulk and World War Hulk, and his short appearance in Uncanny Avengers Volume 1 by Rick Remender that drops some groundbreaking information on a couple big characters. Follow us on Instagram at whysosidiouspod, send character requests to whysosidious@yahoo.com. Thanks for tuning in to Novice Nerd, and we'll see you next time.